Good morning, viewers. I'm Nltv Goodmorning Nagaland. South Crest. I'm also Chumangla Pom. I just put your be up near sub Nltv scripture portion at time. My only aim is to finish the race, testifying to the good news of God's grace. Acts chapter 20, verse 24. Moi laga khali aim do ki ase kole do isor laga bhal kotha ta laga bhal kam do sab ke bi testify kurigina khatam kurule laga ase kwas. Thought of the day. Your purpose may be simple: testify to God's grace. Keep pressing forward with patience and endurance. Ida hymnal hunilo. Idaman poem sawa poem la topic to God had not promised by any Johnson. Ito bishide David and Goliath. Avidahan silo.
Skies always blue, flowers strewn pathways, all our lives true. God had not promised sun without rain, joy without sorrow, peace without pain. But God had promised strength for the day, rest for the labor, light for the way, grace for the trials, help from above, unfailing sympathy, undying love.
David and Goliath by Tom Sart. David, the shepherd and the tender of sheep, would pray to his God before he would sleep. One day he awoke to the roar of beasts, a bear and a lion in search of a feast. David slew both with his knife and his hand, though still just a boy and not yet a man. The Lord's love for David was proven once again when he challenged the champion of the Philistine men. Goliath's priestly finger and hideous toe made David more selective with the stone that he chose. One for the giant he knew he would slay, four more for his brothers who were laughing that day. The giant told David, "I will tear you apart. The birds and the animals should be feast on your heart." David yelled back, "I will soon see you dead, and when I am through, I will cut off your head." The words of all men threw high with his arm came forth to David to do him great harm. The youth jumped ahead just as quick as lynx. A stone from his sling poked the giant where he thinks. Blood and bones spewed forth as that devil fell down. 1,000-pound soldier lay dead on the ground. With Goliath's own sword, David chopped off his head, then took it to Jerusalem to prove he was dead. David
Idaman kata break lobo sa ito Nltv. Welcome back viewers. Saya Goodmorning Nagaland. Ida healthy tips te jawo healthy tips are topic to watermelon operde sa vitula barde silo.
Quench your thirst during summer heat. With a bright red flesh and little seeds embedded throughout, watermelon is packed with a plethora of nutrients and antioxidants that includes vitamins A and C. Here are some of the top health benefits of watermelon. Helps you stay hydrated. Staying hydrated is important for your body to function properly. Body temperature regulation, normal organ function, nutrient delivery to cells, and alertness are only some of the bodily processes that rely on adequate hydration. Eating foods with a high water content may help give your body the water it needs to function properly. Since watermelon is mostly water, it can serve as a good choice for daily water intake. That water content also means this melon has a low calorie density. In other words, very few calories for its total weight. Eating foods with low calorie densities like watermelon may help with weight management by keeping you full for longer. Packed with nutrients and beneficial plant compounds, watermelon contains a variety of nutrients including potassium, magnesium, and vitamins A and C. It is also relatively low in calories. Here are the nutrients in 1 cup: 152 grams of raw diced watermelons. Calories 46, carbs 11.5 grams, fiber 0.6 grams, sugar 9.4 grams, protein 0.9 grams, fat 0.2 grams, vitamin A 5% of the daily value, vitamin C 14% of the daily value, potassium 4% of the daily value, and magnesium 4% of the daily value. Watermelon is also a rich source of citrulline, an amino acid that may improve exercise performance. Plus, it boasts antioxidants including vitamin C, carotenoids, lycopene, and cucurbitacin E, all of which are beneficial for your health in watermelon as well as other food sources. These compounds help combat free radicals, which are unstable molecules that may damage your cells if they accumulate in your body. Over time, this damage may lead to conditions like diabetes, heart disease, and cancer. May have anti-cancer effects. Several plant compounds found in watermelon, including lycopene and cucurbitacin E, may have possible anti-cancer effects. While study results are mixed, lycopene intake may be associated with a lower risk of some types of cancer, such as prostate and colorectal cancers. Lycopene is believed to work by lowering blood levels of insulin-like growth factor (IGF), a hormone that promotes cell division. Notably, cancer forms when cell division becomes uncontrollable. Additionally, cucurbitacin E may inhibit tumor growth by promoting your body's process of destroying and removing cancer cells. May improve heart health. Several nutrients in watermelon may support heart health. Heart disease is a leading cause of death worldwide. Lifestyle factors, including the foods you eat, may lower your risk of heart attack and stroke by reducing your blood pressure and cholesterol levels. Research suggests that lycopene may help lower cholesterol and blood pressure, both key in cardiovascular health. Watermelon also contains citrulline, an amino acid that may increase nitric oxide levels in your body and help your blood vessels expand to lower blood pressure. Other vitamins and minerals in watermelon include magnesium, potassium, and vitamin A, B6, and C, all of which are healthy and can help your heart and overall health. May reduce inflammation and oxidative stress. Inflammation is a key driver of many chronic diseases. The combination of antioxidants, lycopene, and vitamin C in watermelon may help lower inflammation and oxidative damage. This animal study noted that watermelon powder given to rats to supplement an unhealthy diet developed less oxidative stress and lower levels of the inflammatory marker C reactive protein than those in the control group. Helping digestion. Watermelon contains plenty of water and a small amount of fiber, both of which are necessary for healthy digestion. Fiber helps keep your bowels regular, while water more efficiently moves waste through your digestive tract. Raw watermelon contains antioxidants including lycopene and I-citrulline and nutrients like potassium, vitamin C, vitamin A, magnesium, and fiber. Additionally, watermelon seeds contain magnesium, iron, zinc, and healthy fats. Watermelon is a healthy fruit you can enjoy on its own or in sweet or savory recipes. Fresh watermelon is versatile. You can incorporate it into sweet and savory recipes. A quick review. Watermelon is a delicious fruit with many possible health benefits. Research has found that its nutrients can reduce blood pressure and improve circulation to support heart health. Watermelon may also help muscle soreness, manage weight, aid digestion, and protect your skin. Eating the fruit may also protect against chronic diseases including Alzheimer's disease, heart disease, and type 2 diabetes. Eating watermelon is generally safe. However, if you have any concerns, talk to a healthcare provider before consuming it.
Let's discuss on measles. Measles is a viral disease which is highly contagious and affects mostly children. It spreads through the air when an infected person coughs or sneezes, causing a total body skin rash and flu-like symptoms. Before the introduction of the measles vaccine in 1963 and widespread vaccination, major epidemics occurred approximately every 2 to 3 years. and caused an estimated 2.6 million deaths each year. An estimated 107,500 people died from measles in 2023, mostly children under the age of 5 years. Despite the availability of a safe and cost-effective vaccine, the first symptoms of a measles infection are usually a cough, runny nose, fever, red and watery eyes. Kids also may have goblet spots called as small red dots with blue-white centers inside the mouth before the rash starts. The rash begins about 3 to 5 days after exposure, usually on the face and upper neck. It spreads over about 3 days, eventually to the hands and feet. It usually lasts 5 to 6 days before fading, sometimes along with a high fever up to 104 degrees Fahrenheit. The rash usually begins as fat red spots on the forehead. On darker skin, these spots may be harder to see. The rash then spreads to the rest of the face, then down the neck and to the arms, legs and feet. The fever and rash slowly goes away after a few days. Who is at risk? Any non-immune person, not vaccinated or vaccinated but did not develop immunity, can become infected. Unvaccinated young children and pregnant persons are at highest risk of severe measles complications. If a woman catches measles during pregnancy, this can be dangerous for the mother and can result in her baby being born prematurely with a low birth weight. Complications are most common in children under 5 years and adults over age 30. They are most likely in children who are malnourished, especially those without enough vitamin A or with a weak immune system from HIV or other diseases. Measles itself also weakens the immune system and can make the body forget how to protect itself against infections, leaving children extremely vulnerable. Is measles contagious? Measles is very contagious. In fact, 9 out of 10 people who aren't vaccinated for measles will get it if they are near an infected person. How do people get measles? Measles spread when people breathe in or have direct contact with virus-infected fluid. It can pass through droplets spread into the air when someone with measles sneezes or coughs. Some people usually show symptoms 6 to 21 days later after they are exposed to the virus. People with measles can spread the disease as early as 5 days before the rash starts and until 4 days after. People with weak immune system due to other conditions can spread the measles virus longer, until they recover. How is measles treated? There is no specific medical cure for measles. Caregiving should focus on relieving symptoms, making the person comfortable, and preventing complications by giving your child plenty of fluids, encouraging extra rest, giving a non-aspirin fever medicine such as acetaminophen or ibuprofen if a fever makes your child uncomfortable. Never give aspirin to a child or teen who has a viral illness, as such use is linked to Reye syndrome, which can be life-threatening. Drinking enough water and treatments for dehydration can replace fluids lost to diarrhea or vomiting. Eating a healthy diet is also important. Children with measles should be kept away from others for 4 days after their rash appears. For those with a weak immune system, this should continue until they make a full recovery and all symptoms are gone. All children or adults with measles should receive 2 doses of vitamin A supplements, given 24 hours apart. This restores low vitamin A levels that occur even in well-nourished children. It can help prevent eye damage and blindness. Vitamin A supplements may also reduce the number of measles deaths. Why is vaccination important? Widespread immunization has made measles uncommon in the US, but outbreaks do still happen. An outbreak is when a disease happens in greater numbers than expected in a particular area. Measles outbreaks have been increasing worldwide, mostly spreading from people who are not vaccinated. It's important for all kids who can get the vaccine to get it on time. When a lot of other people are immunized against the disease, it protects them, prevents the disease from spreading, and helps prevent outbreaks. When should you call the doctor? Call the doctor right away if you think that your child has measles. Also call if your child was around someone who has measles, especially if your child is an infant, is taking medicines that suppress the immune system, has tuberculosis, cancer, or a disease that affects the immune system, hasn't gotten 2 doses of the measles vaccine. Can measles be prevented? Community-wide vaccination is the most effective way to prevent measles. All children should be vaccinated against measles. The vaccine is safe, effective, and inexpensive. Children should receive 2 doses of the vaccine to ensure they are immune. The first dose is usually given at 9 months of age in countries where measles is common and 12 to 15 months in other countries. A second dose should be given later in childhood, usually at 15 to 18 months. The measles vaccine is given alone or often combined with vaccines from mumps, rubella, or varicella. Routine measles vaccination combined with mass immunization campaigns in countries with high case rates are crucial for reducing global measles deaths. The measles vaccine is also used in emergencies to
Next wonder is our wonderla topic to Thar Desert upor desa bitula barde sailu.
It's one of the largest and most famous deserts in the world. Spanning about 200,000 square kilometers, it mainly covers the western part of Rajasthan, extending into neighboring states like Punjab, Haryana, and Gujarat, and even crossing into eastern Pakistan. The desert forms a natural boundary between India and Pakistan. It is known for its vast stretches of sand dunes, extreme climate, and unique ecosystem, despite being harsh and arid. The Thar Desert is home to millions of people who have adapted to its challenging environment over centuries. Climate and geography. The climate of a Thar Desert is characterized by extreme temperatures. Summers can be scorching hot, with temperatures soaring above 45 degrees Celsius, while winters can be surprisingly cold, sometimes dropping close to freezing. The desert receives very little rainfall, less than 250 mm annually, making it one of the driest regions in India. The landscape features shifting sand dunes, rocky outcrops, salt flats, and sparse vegetation. These sand dunes can change shapes and position with the wind, creating a dynamic and ever-changing terrain. Flora and fauna. Despite its hard condition, the Thar Desert supports a rich variety of plants and animals specially adapted to survive with limited water. The vegetation mostly consists of drought-resistant crops, grasses, and trees like cashmere, bamboo, and cactus. These plants help prevent soil erosion and provide food and shelter to wildlife. The desert is home to animals such as the Indian gazelle, black buck, desert fox, and reptiles like lizards and snakes. One of the most iconic animals of a Thar Desert is the camel, widely used for transportation and tourism. The desert is also an important habitat for the great Indian bustard and critically endangered bird species. Cultural and historical significance. The Thar Desert is rich in culture and history. The desert region has been inhabited for centuries by various communities, including the Rajput, Jats, and Bishnois, each contributing to the region's vibrant traditions. Cities like Jaisalmer, Bikaner, and Barmer are famous for their impressive forts, palaces, and havelis made from golden sandstone that shines under the sun, giving Jaisalmer its nickname, the Golden City. The desert culture is alive with colorful festivals, folk music, and dance forms like Ghomar and Kalbelia. The annual Desert Festival in Jaisalmer showcases this tradition and attracts tourists from across the world. Tourism and attractions. Tourism in the Thar Desert offers unique experiences that combines adventure, nature, and culture. Popular activities include camel safaris, where visitors ride camels across sand dunes, and desert camping under starry sky. The sand dunes near Jaisalmer are especially popular for their mesmerizing sunsets and cultural performances. The Jaisalmer Forts, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is a must-visit for history enthusiasts. Other notable spots include Bikaner, known for Junagadh Fort, and the famous Karni Mata Temple, the Temple of Wraiths, and peaceful village like Kuri that offers a glimpse of traditional desert life. The desert also offers jeep safaris, bird watching, and visit to salt lakes. Challenges and conservation efforts. The Thar Desert faces significant environmental challenges, including desertification, water scarcity, and loss of biodiversity. Overgrazing and deforestation have increased soil erosion and had made life difficult for local communities. Water is a precious resource, and agriculture depends heavily on Indira Gandhi Canal, which brings water from a Himalaya river into a part of desert. Various government and non-governmental organizations are working on conservation projects such as planting drought-resistant trees, promoting sustainable tourism, and protecting endangered species like the great Indian bustard. Conclusion: the Thar Desert is a land of contrast where extreme natural conditions meet rich cultural heritage. It is a testament to a resilience and adaptability of the people who lives there, and a beautiful region full of history, adventure, and natural beauty. Visiting the Thar offers a chance to experience Rajasthan desert landscape, witness traditional lifestyle, and enjoy unique activities like camel rides and desert festival. It remains an enduring symbol of the spirit of a desert and the heart of Rajasthan. Introduction to Thar Desert. The Thar.
Next, Nagaland na weather forecast janai dibo. Perin maximum 27 degrees Celsius, minimum 21 degrees Celsius. Dimapur maximum 29 degrees Celsius, minimum 23 degrees Celsius. Kohima maximum 23 degrees Celsius, minimum 19 degrees Celsius. Peg maximum 19 degrees Celsius, minimum 16 degrees Celsius. Woka maximum 24 degrees Celsius, minimum 21 degrees Celsius. Zunabotto maximum 23 degrees Celsius, minimum 18 degrees Celsius. Kefri maximum 26 degrees Celsius, minimum 20 degrees Celsius. Mokokchu maximum 25 degrees Celsius, minimum 20 degrees Celsius. Tunsang maximum 29 degrees Celsius, minimum 17 degrees Celsius. Mon maximum 27 degrees Celsius, minimum 22 degrees Celsius. Longleng maximum 24 degrees Celsius, minimum 20 degrees Celsius. Noklak maximum 18 degrees Celsius, minimum 15 degrees Celsius. Itu weather report logina Good Morning Nagaland yati khatam kura. South Indian updates by Nagaland TV.